welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless and collective reading. So whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Keep in mind it's a general reading. See what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation. Hopefully bring some clarity to whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, change your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. In the end, always trust yourself. But divine inner guidance is in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start today with the wisdom of the oracle. Get a little clarity on the movement of energy. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ Consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What is the movement of energy to be helpful for the collective right now? Please and thank you. Thinker. So it could be an overthinker that we have here. So it's also number 44. So I feel like with the 2 4s, somebody is thinking about stability, thinking about how to have more abundance, changing their mindset on something, making a decision, sitting on the box, sitting on the fence, perhaps taking the lid off of that box and thinking about something in a totally different perspective. But I do feel like somebody is trying to make a pretty important decision here. So whether that's you or somebody else, maybe you're waiting on an answer, somebody needs, a little bit of time to think about something. Let's see what is going on with this person in their head, in their mind, in their thoughts, weighing options. Let's see. Clarity on thinker, please, and thank you. Oh, that looks like the clock is ticking. Maybe time is running out. A decision has to be made pretty soon. I feel like there's maybe a little bit of pressure on this person, or they could be putting pressure on themselves to make a decision, to make the right decision. I'm also getting with this clock, tick, tock, tick, tock, that maybe this person is getting lost in their thoughts. I'm getting that somebody doesn't even realize how much time they are thinking about a certain person or like just one decision that they have to make. I feel like once one step is taken, it's gonna like take all the pressure off. Let's get one more. Clarity on thinker and tick tock. Well, yep, time is running out. It's time to go. So it looks like somebody is finally walking down the dock. Just thought of dock of the bay. Maybe even doing something that's not normal for this person's schedule, whether that's you or someone else. I feel like there's something about that clock where time doesn't exist, or time goes by really fast, and that feels like a nice version of time, because if you're doing something and you don't even know how much time has gone by, it usually means you're doing something fun. But I am getting that somebody is maybe finally getting off the fence and making that first move, taking that first step, knowing it's time to go in a certain direction. Time to go. I am getting, for some of you, this makes me think of like a ringtone, or like a notification or something. So I do feel like some of you are going to get a message, a text, a notification, something like that, and you're going to have to really turn on a dime. I feel like you might have to figure something out along the way. I feel like that's going to be more instinctual, that you just know you have to do something. You know it's time to make a move. You know it's time to, like, just get out the door. I feel like you have to leave your house here. It's also 44 and 45, so you are moving forward. That's a progressive energy. So let's get one more since I started to auto shuffle. What is one more of the progression of energy for the collective on Thinker, TikTok, and Time to Go? Regeneration. This is really, really nice. It feels like the phoenix rising. It also feels like there may have been a situation where like there had to be some kind of destruction for new growth to occur. But this is giving me vibes of renewal. So whatever is regenerating here, it's coming back fresh, it's coming back different, it's coming back with just a brand new energy. It actually makes me think of 7 years, and I also think that's a song. I can't think of who sings it. But that, when I was 7 years old, that song, but it makes me think of our bodies. I think, I could be a little off on this, but every 7 years, all of the cells in our body are completely different than the 7 year prior. So maybe something, it also makes me think of the 7 year itch. Kind of interesting if you put those two together, when someone maybe starts to reconsider a partnership, or you know what they're feeling, what that new cycle is about. You actually have totally different cells in your body at that time. That's kind of interesting. That's a thinker. Okay, so let's continue. Let's do the spirit animals. You also have a 40. Oh, wow, look at you guys. You are definitely progressing in the right direction. You actually have a 44, a 45, and a 46. Maybe it's about 3 years. Maybe that's an age of somebody. I really like that regeneration card because it looks like there's something beautiful. It almost looks like it has a glow, an iridescence, like a bioillumination that's coming out of that old stump, that tree that you thought was done, not going to blossom anymore, is actually regenerating with an energy that looks like it's magical. Not just like natural. I hope that made sense. That was kind of cool. So I do feel like maybe this regeneration has to do with spiritual energy, with spiritual transfiguration, evolving. So let's do a spirit animal oracle card. This is a little bit different than the other animal deck I have. This one actually has messages on it. So what is an animal, spirit animal, to be helpful for the collective right now, please and thank you? Action. Well, it is time to go. So somebody is about to take action, come towards you, make a move. For some of you, this could be somebody walking away, but that is going to put you in the perfect position where you can have total new energy. I don't think if this is somebody walking away from you, I don't get that it's a bad thing. I actually get that it's going to feel like a relief for some of you. So I don't know who that is. I'm also getting a relief energy in general, that maybe somebody's ready for this change, ready to take action. Maybe you've been waiting on someone to take action for a while. What is this animal? The pronghorn. Now is the time to act. Now is the time to go. Maybe you've been thinking about something for a really long time, and it's time to put those plans into movement, into action. It's move forward and do it with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on your pinnacle. Ooh, I like that. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. So there's something that's going to come through it, and it is going to take you to a peak, to a different position, to a new elevation, a new height, to maybe see your whole scenario differently, maybe see something from a spiritual perspective. But this is telling you that you need to tap into your natural gifts, your talents. It's also telling you that you are going to be smart enough and brave enough to handle anything that comes your way. I feel like you can somehow keep jumping on that pinnacle or that peak. So it does make me think of you hopping over any kind of obstacles that maybe would have blocked you in the past. But this could be somebody else's energy. If somebody always felt blocked, always in their head, always running on empty, on the clock, moving in the wrong direction and waiting for this regeneration, it looks like it's all about to, I wanted to say arise, but I meant arrive. So maybe it's both. Let's do one more. I like these animal cards. What is one more animal message for the collective? Please and thank you. Clarity on action. Vibrancy. You got a peacock. Oh, you are about to be vibrant. You or someone else is sparkling different, expressing themselves different, showing your true colors. Is that a True Colors? I think that's a CYNDI LAUPER song. Ready to spread your beautiful wings? I heard shake a tail feather. Maybe some of you are even dancing. This could be somebody's energy around you doing a little a little peacocking, a little bit of showing off, batting of the eyes, dressing extra cute, you know, little smirky smile for you. So it could be a flirting energy, but when I think of the peacock personally, the message I always relate to is, oh, I'm going to show you this too, because I threw this down upright. You have love at the bottom. I always think of Gabriel, Archangel, which makes me think of the Word of God. So maybe this is about speaking thoughts into action or having a conversation. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy and be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself. Be authentic. That's such a beautiful vibration. There is a video somewhere a friend sent me. I will try to find it. I'll put it in the playlist. It's some kind of experiment they did, and they put all these people in like a tank where there was no extra energy or, frequencies, so that they could study the frequencies of the human body. And they found that the highest frequency, or the most prominent, was that of authenticity. When words matched actions, when you believe in what you say, when you believe in who you are and what you are doing. So be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. I feel like you don't have to compare yourself to anyone else. Your colors, your vibrancy here, your glow is unique to you. There's no one like you. It's special. It's different. And that's what's going to lead you to this successful energy. I am getting a little bit of what is that, like a form of flattery when somebody sort of dresses like you, or, you know, kind of does things like a trendsetter. I'm kind of getting that most of you are trendsetters. And don't be worried if somebody is doing something similar to you. Look at it at the most positive vibration from that elevation as a form of flattery. And if anyone is putting out any kind of vibration that is not flattering, it's just not flattering of their own energy. It has nothing to do with you. So look at the blessings around you you are grateful to have. Don't compare yourself to what anyone else has, because you have beautiful blessings that are meant for you coming in. Love yourself, love others, be in this energy of love and gentleness. Look at that pretty little, can you see it here? How pretty. Maybe something about twins, because these are two little fawns. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. It's also telling you you are born to shine and inspire. And when you are in this vibration as well of love, I don't know, I hear like respect. like kind of like a little attitude, like respect. So maybe you're gaining respect. That was kind of big. I liked how that message came through. You maybe like, yeah, like I feel like you are going to be respected. I feel like you're going to also be loved. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. I am seeing, even if you, I mean, really shine in the spotlight, really stand out in a crowd, really turn heads, I feel like it's more of this energy in you than anything that has to do with an outside appearance or your style, or your expression even. I feel like it's how you do things. I just thought of the way you do the things you do. I think that might be the Temptations. I might be wrong on the band, but you got a smile so bright. You know you should have been a candle. I'm holding you so tight. You know you should have been a handle. Well, you can't. That song. I kind of want to sing the song. So maybe listen to that song. That's a cute song. But I do like the words. So I'm going to try to find a video that has the words for you guys. I feel like you respond and act with grace, with the energy of charisma, which is not something that's taught. It's just in you. It's a way of being. I see something growing. Like I actually see a tree. So maybe it's you becoming more flexible. Maybe you feel more, oh, I mean, I see this tree here, but I wasn't looking at that. Like I see an actual tree coming out of the ground and very fast, like growing, branching out. And I see, like, I don't know why I see a bunch of roses on a tree. So maybe even something about your smell or blossoming. But I feel like the tree is also really strong and flexible. And it always makes me think of deep roots. So maybe you're branching out into different arenas in your life, or you're becoming more flexible with the winds of change as they move into your world. But I also feel like you're getting rooted somewhere. So maybe you felt like you were off course or not stable. You didn't have a solid foundation. I feel like something's going to come through, whether that's a loving person, a partner, a job, a position. This could be you getting a call to go on an interview, or getting the call to, you know, getting a chance to go and put your skills or your talents into action somehow. I feel like you should go. you know, spread your beautiful feathers out, get all sparkly, do what you have to do. I'm getting like even dress the part if you have to, if you're not having the confidence that you need. I think there's somebody over there. Hopefully that's not too loud. Then I feel like maybe it's dressing the role, and that's going to put you in that position of confidence to get the job, nail the interview, get the starring role. I'm even getting like first date for some of you. It's just about what you feel good in, not about what the style is. So let's do the tarot. Actually, let's do one more. I have the mindful messages. So let's do one mindful message and then look at the tarot. What is one mindful message to be helpful, please? And thank you. My own energy. It's kind of the same message coming through. Just really paying attention to yourself and looking at, you know, love through loving eyes to others, but that's because that love is coming from you. I love being there for my friends and family while staying true to yourself. It says be gentle with yourself, but there's also something that you have to act on. So if you are trying to please everyone else and you're unhappy, I mean, eventually that's going to drain you. Eventually it's going to feel like you're always giving from an empty plate. You don't have that full battery restored to give the best. So I feel like some of you need to give back to yourself. Take care of yourself, love yourself, do something fun for you, just for you. Give yourself a little treat. I don't let others' energy or mood affect my own. To help a friend in a hole, I don't need to jump in the hole with them. Simply reach out a hand. It is up to them to do the rest. That's a really powerful message, because you can have beautiful intentions to help others. You can lead that horse, I wanted to say, or that llama, even though that's not a llama, to water, but it's up to them to drink. So if you are, you know, overgiving somewhere and you have energies or people around you that aren't helping themselves a little, meeting you halfway, just taking your energy away and never, you know, giving something back, it's you taking your energy back and maybe giving it to, you know, a different person, different places. But I feel like first it has to be you. And you have to have that discernment to look at who reaches out to grab your hand and who has their arms crossed, you know. I am seeing somebody who sort of, I want to say there might be somebody around you who, I hear the blame game. Maybe somebody always blames outside sources, outside people, that situation, why everything went wrong, and that's why they had to do this or that never would have happened. That's usually somebody who doesn't have self-awareness that perhaps they are the, like, I'm getting the common thread in those situations, or even the role they did or did not play, or how they did or did not handle a situation that came into their life, because situations happen, moments happen, the weather changes. Sometimes we have to be the ones to adapt, to react. I'm getting, yeah, so that could have been somebody's past energy, but I get that there might be someone who just kind of always looks out there for the reason. Maybe they even have that envy or that jealous energy. Instead of being in the energy of abundance and feeling blessed with what they have, it's the energy of lack, always wanting what somebody else has. Never maybe taking, where is it? Where's your action card? Action to make the changes needed. within themselves or in their life, because changes only start within. So let's do the tarot. I have the late seers. So let's just see what comes through. What are some messages to be helpful for the collective? I feel like before I jump into the tarot, I kind of want to show you these pretty cards again. I actually bought a second deck of this Wisdom of the Oracle, because sometimes I do that if I have one that gets so old and I've used it so much. And sometimes I just like to have doubles of the cards, and I actually use both decks and see if the same message does come out. It's also why sometimes I use different tarot decks to see if there's a double whammy message that needs to be heard. All right, and then you have your own energy. These are pretty cards too. I love animal cards. All right, to the tarot. Let's see what's going on. Let's get some insight, advice, and wisdom, movement of energy for the collective, please and thank you. What would be helpful to know on the energy going on? Message. Opening message, please. Oh, that's so perfect. What I said something before about that regeneration and something having to maybe be destructed before it is constructed, before it is rebuilt. The tower is really powerful. The tower would also be something that comes in very fast, and you just have to trust all of these, what instincts, your talents, your strength, and what did the other ones say? That you will get onto your pinnacle, your confidence, and your keen senses on how to handle this. You do have the butterflies, so you do have total transformation. I see the butterflies as spiritual, coming out of a cocoon. You know, no longer that old version of what you were. So I feel like this might be an epiphany energy. It might be something that comes through really fast for either you or somebody else, where it just changes your whole mindset. That could be the perception you have on a certain person in your life, something that you know you need to do that would make a huge change in your life. Sometimes this is something taken away. It's something that goes out of your life. It could be anything, a job, a friendship, an object, a person, a situation, a way of thinking. It's just something leaves that gives you space for a brand new foundation to build different. Because it always takes you to the star. It actually takes you to hope, your wish, your guidance. You know, from above, from God, from spirit, tapping into your inner guidance. I'm getting that this is a very big spiritual download for someone that comes in a flash, like a knowingness here. So if somebody was really in their head, I feel like this is something that maybe even can't be processed into words. It's a knowing. It's something that somebody does want to take action on. But when this tower comes, if it's upside down, it's something happening and you're sitting in the rubble, not cleaning up the mess, or not moving somewhere else where you can start again, where you can have this regeneration, where you can feel new. You have to do something different. This is sometimes outside circumstances. This can be one of those things where, man, can't believe that happened. Usually when you're in it, it's a little rough. This could be a big argument, but it could be that kind of argument where everything that was hidden in internal, swept under the rug, not talked about, comes out, and it actually makes so much clarity on where to go, what you actually need to do, if something can be mended or not. Because usually before this comes, there's an uncomfortable energy. You know, something's wobbling. You can even smell that that storm is a brewing, you know, where the electricity is changing. You know something is not quite right. Sometimes this is a divine push that happens in your life because you weren't making the changes, or somebody else wasn't making the changes needed that are supposed to get you on that path of your destiny. So it could be divine intervention. And sometimes this is a personal push, something that's a choice. Let's see what the tower is about. That's a biggie. It's also like this squirrel. I saw that tree before. It's very interesting that I picked this particular tarot deck, and both of these look very similar. You know, maybe the lightning hit this, burnt it to a crisp. You know, even the ground looks charred. But then there's that new kind of light that looks different. I think I just thought of a song called, I thought of two. That's really weird. I think there's Bjorns. I think I might have said that weird. I wanted to just say Borns, that band or that singer. He has a song called, I think it's Electric Love, but it made me think of, no judging on the age thing here, because you know I do go all over the place with music in all different all different decades and styles and such. But part of my childhood, or one of my first tapes, cassette tapes I ever owned, was Debbie Gibson. I also had Paul Abdul. So, she has that song, I think it's Electric Youth. I don't think that was the album I had, though. I had the one with Out of the Blue and Foolish Beat. Maybe it's the same album. It's been a while since I listened to that, that cassette. So I will put that, maybe it's like an electricity in the air. I'm also going back to the squirrel. It's like, you know, they had everything prepared, put in that tree for the winter season, and now all the nuts are falling out. So you can't put your nuts in that tree anymore. So either you need to go and get some new nuts, or take the nuts that fell down and find a new tree. All right, clarity on the Tower. Major Arcana, number 16. What else would be helpful for the collective? What is this Tower energy all about? It's about there being equal give and take instead of somebody taking too much from you. It's about being in a partnership or with a person where they want to give as much to you as you give to them, even if your love language or the way that you give, or you know how that interaction or back and forth flow goes is different. You know, you don't have to be cookie cutter to each other and give exactly what I gave you this, so you have to give me exact that back. It's not like that. It's a flow of energy, but the flow of energy feels like equality. It feels like, you know, somebody's willing to fill up your plate just as much as you are wanting to fill theirs up. So anything that was in your life before where there was a draining of your energy, constraining, of your ideas, or maybe you had to keep your ideas in because you were afraid that a certain person wouldn't react a certain way, or wouldn't, you know, be open-minded enough to hear your thoughts. It was kind of a weird thing to think of there, but it's a change, and it's gonna feel really good. It's gonna feel like you have a spiritual gas tank right there that's actually affecting your physical energy. I'm getting that this is a lot about physical energy too, because if you are drained in your mind here, or you are strained, like stressed in any way, even if you are not able to live in this unique vibrancy that is you and feeling authentic, that can take a toll on your body. And sometimes it makes you feel physically off or ill. I am getting that this is a regeneration as well, with somebody's health, feeling better, feeling restored. That's not the typical message with this, but I do see that. So this could be somebody lending you a helping hand after that situation, a person willing to rebuild again with you, or something going away, and you go to a place where you feel like you can always keep rebuilding and keep flowing and keep growing. Where all the energy you are putting into something feels like it's getting somewhere. I'm getting even doing something important. And this is that message that came through before, to have awareness of, where is it? Others' energies. This looks like somebody reaching out their hand to also, you know, put in some work. Whatever it is they can do. I get that somebody here is trying their best or wants to. Not every day is the same. Some days we have this much energy to give. That's all you can give. Be true to whatever it is. Other days, you're doing extra credit. You know, you're jumping on that horse and you're moving. So let's see. I am getting, for some of you, this is a very good job. I'm getting, for some of you, this is a partner. I'm getting, for some of you, this is you just giving to yourself and having the right reflections over all around you, where it's almost like the universe is giving back all those beautiful karmic seeds you've already planted. Maybe they're just coming through different people. You know, new means somehow in your life. Clarity on the Six of Pentacles and the Tower. What is this back and forth, equal exchange of energy, reciprocity, and change of energies that may have been draining, all about, and where is it taking the collective to, or what do they need to have awareness on forward energy, as an obstacle and or a bridge. What is another message, please and thank you? Oh, you're making plans. Well, this is the person that would be the thinker. You know, this person has the world right there. The world at his or her fingertips. You got your walking stick ready to go. But you got to open up that window. You got to walk out the door. You know, tick-tock, you know, when it's time to make the plans and when it's time to make some moves. This is the plans. This is the dreams. This is not just in your head, though, because this is wands. It's involving spirit. It's getting a little creative, feeling extra vibrant, thinking outside the box, getting that energy of action. And it's usually action and desire and willpower to expand your horizons past that window, past your computer screen, past your phone. I'm getting it has to be more about an experience in the world of what you can touch, land, your everyday reality, like physically feeling experiences, not just vicariously looking at something through the glass. It could start here, like, you know, some kind of video call or something like that, but I feel like it needs to be taken to where you can feel someone's energy. But this is getting ready to leave the comfort zone. It takes, you know, that first step to get somewhere. That call, that reservation, you know, sending something out, that conversation even. It does look like somebody is going to be joining you. Maybe this person is waiting for someone to arrive. I I am getting that somebody is going to be taking a road trip or going somewhere in a car or a van or a bus. It's like the Beatle bus. Maybe I'll put something by the Beatles in. But I feel like these plans have to do with either connecting to the world somehow, or exploring something different in the world, or expanding your world. Upside down, it's having all those plans, looking into the horizon, and then turning around and turning on the TV. Never doing the research, never walking out the door. You know, always just kind of half thinking about it. I feel like it burns inside of you a little more though, because this is that kind of passion where you know you have to go. You know you have to take action and do something. Clarity on the Two of Wands. Also, I do want to say with the Two of Wands, I always feel like that is a potential really good business partner. It's somebody that's creative with you and sometimes really different than you. I see Rose looking up at something, and I'm hoping, oh, there's like 8 deer over there. I know she can get really loud, so I am gonna give you a little bit of a pause-a-roo, and we will talk about this business partner or passion partner in your life. Hold on one moment. There, I put Rose in the house because there's definitely a whole herd, I guess it's a herd of deer over there, and she sees them, and she's very loud on camera, and I don't like when she barks and you guys have your devices and such on. So this could be a partnership of passion, creativity coming in as well, or that you're thinking about. With this here, it could also be somebody that you are going to be traveling with. So let's do a little clarity on the Two of Wands and the overall message. What is the Two of Wands all about, and overall message for the collective to be helpful right now, please, and thank you. Oh, there's your world. At the bottom, we'll look at that, 8 of Swords. Actually, let's look at that first, and we're going to come back to the world, because this is your clarity. This is you stepping through the portal. This is you. For some of you, traveling the world. For some of you, changing your world. Where everything feels different. Look at how she's just dancing like she's in a hula hoop. But first, you have to change your mindset. You have to change your thoughts. You have to believe in yourself, or this is somebody else's energy. It could be that you're in all of this vibrant energy here, and there's just somebody who's always, this is that person that always sees the outside things as keeping them stuck, instead of helping themselves to figure out how they can get unstuck, to, you know, open that box and think outside the lines, think about something a different way to find a way through, to, around, back, towards, whatever. This is someone who just puts themselves in the mindset that they are stuck, but never makes any changes to change it, or inner changes. This is usually somebody who is the half glass empty. Ugh, it never happened. It's like, well, no, you're actually not stuck. It's just how you see yourself, all bound up with these birds, you know, tying you to something. Blindfolded, you can't see, you didn't know. Here, you're free. You're not bound to anything. You don't have a blindfold on. It's just about where you're looking, how you're seeing your situation or yourself or someone else is. This could also be a big change in a person in your life, from the mindset of lack, feeling trapped, to maybe even taking the right advice or accepting some help get out of a situation, or the right person here that has the right kind of support, like at least just helps this person with some wisdom, helps them with believing they can do it themselves. You don't always have to be reliant on someone else to get them out of that hole, to get them through that mirror, that glass. It's changing the way you see a reflection of everyone else and yourself. You know, even in the typical tarot, there's all of those swords around here. You can use those swords, those words, those thoughts, your ideas, a conversation to get yourself unstuck, to take those ropes off that bind you. Or you can keep that bind on and look at those swords and look at that as like a weird little cage that you don't want to be in anymore, and go sideways. Change your position and go a different direction, and then go to the right place, or maybe somebody else has another sword and they can help cut you free. Help untie those strings if that knot is too tight. But I like the Eight of Swords upside down because it's somebody seeing clearly, changing their mindset, believing there's a way out or a different way than they were doing it before, and stepping through this portal towards the Fool's energy, because that's what's after. It's a new cycle. It's a brand new start. And this ending, I feel like it's a brilliant ending. It's the curtain call. You know, it's that last show. It's, you know, I always see like an audience clapping and people on a stage, and it's that last performance, and you take that bow. You know, that last show, that last chapter was a good one. That last partnership, that last job, that last house you lived in, whatever. It was a good run. Or maybe it was a drama. Maybe it was a telenovela. Or maybe it was, you know, a romantic epic. Maybe it was a battlefield. I just thought of love as a battlefield. Whatever it was, whatever that story was. You know, it's part of the experience of your life, your U-book. And that alone is powerful. Even if it was like a boring ass last chapter. You know, nothing exciting happened until that tower moment. And either way, it's stepping into that Fool's energy, gaining new vibrancy in a different world. I just thought of a whole new world. Wow, I went Disney on you guys. A little Aladdin came through. Magic carpet ride, hey. And it's taking a bow, leaving the past behind, looking forward to what's to come. New territory, new future, connecting to the world for some of you, since you are meant to inspire others. So for some of you, you are doing something on the internet. But I see that even if you're doing something, you're talking about something, you're presenting something, you're even making a store for your, like, I'm getting like a hobby or something like that, like your craft, whatever you make or create. I still feel like the connection you have to an audience, to the world, to your customers, to your clients, whatever it is still something where they can really feel your unique energy, your authenticity, your vibrancy, your aura. It feels real. And that's why you're going to get real connections coming through. And for some of you, you do need to travel the world. You're sitting here thinking about all these places you want to go. For some of you, you know, it's time to get tickets, time to go. Stop thinking about it. Today is the day you have. You're going to put it off till next year, and then the next year, and then the next year, and then the next year. Why not just do it next month? Now you have that experience in your belt, and I do feel like some of you are going to have a vacation or have a place that you go to where you either meet somebody that's going to play a really big role in your life, or you get to experience a culture, a city, a town, a place, an energy, a part of the world where it's going to blow your mind, like that tower. You just never thought a part of the world could be like that. Maybe that is going to inspire you to make big changes in the world. Maybe that will inspire you to go back and make some changes in your world. I am getting a little bit of a reality check here, but I'm also getting, like, I see the Grand Canyon now. So I feel like for some of you, you're going to go to a place. I'm getting like philanthropy, or like you want to actually help maybe a culture or a place somehow because of what you see. You want to somehow give back to maybe a community or a place where, I mean, they're open-armed to receive any help that they can get. Wow, that's giving me goosies, guys. Some of you are going to change the world by starting small. You know, in a family or a person. But that grows, that pay it forward energy. And I feel like for some of you, I see that Grand Canyon. I feel like for some of you, it's the simple, beautiful moment where you get to see how beautiful our world is. This earth is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's making me cry, guys. I am getting weird with you on this reading. I am getting, wow, I'm tapping into some kind of emotions here. I feel like some of you are going to see something that's going to change you. It's going to blow your mind, elevate your soul. I remember standing like at the end of the Grand Canyon. My dad took my sister and I there. He wanted to take his girls on vacation, and he had this whole trip out west planned. And it was so special. We did a lot of other stuff too, but I just remember standing at the end of that and just, I mean, I'd seen it on TV, you know, watched it on documentaries and such, but it's nothing like being there. It's huge, huge. Like, you can't even explain it. It's just like this moment. So maybe it's not maybe it's the Grand Canyon for some of you, but it's a place like that where you just sit there, and instead of looking at something through the glass, you are in just such wonder and awe that you got that moment in your life. So very grateful. Wow, I'm getting all sentimental with you guys today. All right, so I feel like you guys have amazing things coming here. It's like you got the sacred geometry you need to build whatever world you want it to be. And I think we should end there. With this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. I feel so blessed to be here, connecting to all of you. Thank you for being a part of my journey here. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon.